Okay, 15 minutes after 8 o'clock, your News Radio 570 WSYR. Mark Wainwright in for Joe Galuski this morning. Ram Garg is an expert on mobile and internet and PC security, CEO of the company called Software Assurance. Ram, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I want to ask you about free Wi-Fi. I travel a lot, and I am astonished by how many hotels and restaurants around the country just basically open the Wi-Fi to everybody. No passwords, no encryption, no nothing. If you log on to this stuff and you do anything at all, you're pretty much taking your online life in your hands, aren't you?
That's correct, actually, Mark. Even if it is password protected, you have to protect yourself in this because these hackers can imitate those sites and, it will look like site, and that way you don't know really whether you are actually logging into the hotel site or you are logging into the hacker site.
So, how do you protect yourself if you're on free Wi-Fi and you're logging on? And there you are. I mean, what can you do? I mean, because normal antivirus and firewall software that most people have really doesn't help you in this situation, does it?
Absolutely, it does not. And there are a few ways where you can protect yourself from most of the situations. And first of all, you have to make sure that the URL that you are accessing is right URL. So, as I said, it will be look-alike. So, if you are at a Starbucks, you are at a hotel, make sure that URL makes sense to you. And if it does not, you should contact that particular business. And second one is basically you make sure there is a HTTPS. So, that URL starts with HTTPS, and that S is of a prime importance there, which is for secured connection.
Okay, now, let me ask you this. Wi-Fi that's offered in hotels and restaurants and stuff usually is not secure. They may have a password, but it's usually unsecured. Wouldn't it be very easy for them to create an encrypted connection and give you the key? I mean, why don't they want to do that?
Well, they want to keep it open, easy for their customers, but customers can protect. There are softwares called VPN, virtual private networks, and which basically build a secured tunnel through that insecure environment, and that tunnel basically directly goes to the VPN servers, and then the server communicate with the end entity. So basically, any communication from your machine to that VPN server is totally protected.
Well, the bottom line here is you've got to be careful and you've got to use common sense because it is frighteningly easy to be tapped into, especially if there are no protections in place. Ram, thank you for your time this morning. Much appreciated. And again, I'm astonished at how easy it is to get on Wi-Fi in a lot of places. Well, the easier it is for you to get on, the easier it is for a hacker to find you and tap into your stuff, and then all hell breaks loose.